And not through the roof.
Thank you.
All right, so it's Friday. Woo! Welcome to the Old Fashioned Health Network. I am Ashley Johnson of Ashley's Fitness Party, and I am very happy to have you here with us today. To everybody who's listening, to everybody who's tuning in, everybody on live, on social media, on the podcast, welcome and good morning. It is Friday morning, so we're having a party, Ashley's Fitness Party, of course. And we talk about trending fitness and health topics here on the Ashley's Fitness Party show. So just fun. We keep it light, entertaining, and fun and trendy. So today, I do have a special guest with me. I'll let her introduce herself, but she does look like me, right? She's my sister. And so I'm going to let her introduce herself and just tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do for a living, and yeah, let's just start there.
Okay, my name is Charity Brown. I'm Ashley's sister. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Yeah, I'm so happy you're here.
So what I do, it's a loaded question. I have two jobs, corporate jobs. I am a project manager for a major bank, and I also am a operational excellence manager for a major bank. What does that mean? It means I herd kittens all day long and get paid for it.
And what does that mean?
Pull together a lot of different moving parts. Implementations, and then I do improvements. So if a process is failing, I'll go in and I'll look at it and I'll tell them things that they can do to improve it.
Nice.
Keep it simple.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're putting out fires.
All day
you
long.
are multitasking.
Yes. And sometimes I do want to make a note. I'm putting out fires, but sometimes my fire truck is on fire.
Right. That's to be expected. And so you're kind of burning the candle at both ends in a way. Would you say that's highly stressful for you?
It is a very, very highly stressful job. And then on the side, I am the director of programs for EOTO Movement. You need to check that out. It's EOTO movement.com.
Okay.
And what we do is we focus on the wealth for brown and black people. We help you get the tools you need to invest in your projects and in your small businesses. And then we train you on how to set those up the right way and have the resources you need to be successful.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're behind the scenes helping the community.
Yes.
And so I understand like the big picture, but what's like I feel like everything as far as like when you are working with the community, there's a heart behind it. There's some type of passion behind it. And there's something that drives those types of businesses and those types of organizations that are community-based organizations. So what would you say the goal is? What would you say the heart of that organization is?
My passion is, in the heart behind it, is I realize that in order for brown and black people to be successful, we have to have our own. And it even goes back to Black Wall Street. It even goes back to like all of those communities, some we don't even know about, and how they were able to be successful. One thing, and I don't want to go off on a different topic, but one thing that I learned in research is that when Black Wall Street came about, we were going through the Spanish flu pandemic, which is like today, coronavirus. They were going through so many different things that align with the time today, and they were able to thrive.
Right.
So what we're doing is looking at it from a whole co-op ownership as well. How can we bring our resources together and co-op own real estate, co-op own businesses? And co-op is when individuals may not have the down payment or may not have the credit on their own individually. Individuals with like minds come together, pull their resources together, and they co-op own businesses.
Wow.
So
that's a big deal. And so this is a community movement for the black and brown community. Is it for any particular demographic? Like, is it for young adults? Is it for anyone?
It is for all of us. And what we do is we have our president, and let me plug her in, Martina, our president.
Okay.
She started with the vision, and what we do is it's for everyone. What we're building is a platform, a movement to help each other and train each other.
Nice.
And so
Okay.
it's where the training is 80% interactive. It's not lecture based. It's how we learn, and we learn from examples. We learn from videos. Like back in the day, we told stories to each other, and that's how we would move
pass
our
on
history
things from generation to generation. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So we are
I miss
leveraging
that. Like, you know, our grandma,
Yes.
our grandma Brown is what we called her, but she definitely was a storyteller.
Yes.
And her stories, I remember her stories from years and years ago. They still stick with me. And I do think that that's important. You can't take everything. You know, I know some things are old school, but you can't take everything. Unique people and the things that make us who we are, you know, you got to keep that essence.
Absolutely.
So I totally agree.
Absolutely.
So I really can appreciate what your company is doing. Go ahead and tell people how they can look up or find, what is it, EOTO? Okay. How can people find that if they go online?
So if you go to EOTO movement.com.
Okay.
And there you will be able to get the information on how you can be a part of that community.
Perfect. Okay, so hopefully you guys got that. That's EOTO.com where you can find
EOTO movement.
Oh, I'm sorry. EOTO movement, let me get it right, .com. That's where you can find more information about this community movement and become a part of it. Maybe even find how your business can support it, do some collaborations. You know, this is something that we need right now. You know, Black Lives Matter, so we need to make sure that we are supporting each other very heavily right now and keep this flow going, keep this movement going. So any, you know, Black-based business that's doing really great things for the community it's time right now to support that, okay? Absolutely. So go look it up, EOTOmovement.com, and find ways to support, okay? Reach out. Now, I'm going to segue into the what I want to talk about today with you, which is with you being so busy and you working so much and you being in corporate America, which I know is draining. How do you keep your balance? How do you keep your fitness going? How do you keep your health going? And if you can't do fitness, if you can't work out, how are you keeping your health regimens going?
That's very, very important. Because, and I think a lot of people do not understand the importance of that. Because being able to be a high performer, you have to be healthy. If you're not healthy, you can't be a high performer.
Right, yeah.
But with the schedule I have, sometimes I get up in the morning from 7 o'clock in the morning. I can sit at my laptop from 7 in the morning, sometimes to 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Sometimes I can't eat. It's like back-to-back calls and meetings and work. So what I do is, the biggest thing for me is that sometimes, being that you work that way, I can't eat as healthy all the time as I want to.
Right, right.
I was a vegan for a year, and I really liked the benefits of it, but I didn't balance it out with protein.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, you do have to be careful with that when you go into becoming a vegetarian or a vegan. It is a shift, and your body definitely notices it. It will respond if you don't. And you know what? It takes time to find that balance. You know, when you're newly going into being a vegan or a vegetarian. I know that it can take time, you know, months, maybe years. I don't know how long, but I think all of our bodies are different. So, yeah.
Right.
So tell me more about that.
So when I was doing that and being a vegan for a year, and because I didn't balance out with protein, it was like I didn't have enough energy. So this time, instead of doing, looking at, you know, I watch what I eat.
Yeah.
No pork. And if anyone's eating pork out there today, please stop immediately. Just go and clean it out your fridge.
Why do you say that?
Oh my goodness. We can have a whole conversation, but I'm going to tell you. YouTube what pork is and the worms and the
Parasites.
parasites.
And things like that. Yeah.
Pork is born with parasites in them. And you can YouTube different meats, like you can YouTube beef versus chicken versus pork. And pork is so disgusting. And what it does to your insides, it will make you not ever want to eat it again.
So that's the short, sweet version.
The short, sweet
and
version.
You can Google the rest on your own. And I totally 100% agree with her, which is why I want her. I do. I support this message 100%, which is why I wanted her to expound on it just a little bit, because I wanted you guys to hear that. But definitely, I agree. And then just, meat in general, it does take longer to process through your body, which slows down your digestive system and it slows down your metabolism. And we talked about this last time I was here. If you want to lose weight, your metabolism is of the utmost importance, okay? So if you're eating a lot of heavy meats, you're definitely not helping yourself. So, okay, so we'll just keep going. So tell me more about...
So I stopped... So the things that I do is I watch what I eat. I try to balance what I eat, but I do understand that sometimes I can't eat, exactly how I want to.
Yeah.
I make sure I detox. Okay. So I figured that because I learned from my sister.
Oh no, I actually learned from you. To be completely honest, I did. Like that road, going down that road, it did first start with you. Oh, because I knew about detoxing, but not the way that you showed me. I had my own ways of doing it, but the way you showed me was, I would say, most helpful in my detoxing journey. So tell us more about detoxing, because you're the detox queen. I bow.
So with detoxing, we have to understand that our body is made up of a lot of different organs. When you detox, you have to detox with that organ in mind. My favorite detox is called Universal Mind. This is made by a Black-owned company. I've tried different things. Universal Mind, I feel like detox your entire body. So I make sure that I detox at least every 3 months. And what that does is it's pushing out all of that bad stuff, because some things are unavoidable, right? Like the food, the things they do with the water, the things that are in the air. It's a lot of elements and things going on that
we're fighting constantly, and we don't even know that they're in our bodies. Yeah,
exactly. So I just detox religiously every 3 months with Universal Mind.
And what have you found from doing that? What does it do for you? What is it doing for you?
It helps with my energy. It helps with my clarity, like clarity of thought. Yeah. It helps with even my mood, because us as brown and Black people, we don't even talk about depression and anxiety and all of those things.
That's new for us. Yes. It's not new that we're dealing with it, but it's new that we're talking about it now.
Right.
Yeah. More people are coming out.
Yes, because
Taraji?
Yes, Taraji P. Henson came out and was talking about that. And a lot of different
I didn't even know.
people were coming out. So that definitely helps with that. Getting all the bad stuff out helps with that mental clarity.
Right, and healing.
Yeah. So I detox, as well as I take a lot of herbs and supplements.
Okay. Can you share a couple of those?
Absolutely. Okay. And then these are very, very important. So I want everyone to go out and get these immediately.
Get a pen and paper right now. I can feel it coming.
So I wish I need like a pointer and a whiteboard.
Yeah, okay. I know, right? So, and some glasses that tip down on your nose as you teach class.
And then as I make a point, I need to like
look over the top of the glasses. Yes. And then it's official.
So with the coronavirus going on, it's unavoidable. And the mask, and one thing about the mask, and I hope this doesn't freak anybody out, because I know sometimes the mask is more of a mental thing that makes people relaxed about going outside. The mask doesn't protect you from the coronavirus. What it does is if someone does have it and they sneeze, it protects you from it spreading, but a virus cannot be protected from a mask unless it's been sanitized, it's airtight, filtered, it's a whole bunch of stuff. With that being said, we're exposing ourselves every time we go outside. With the coronavirus, and by the way, I am no health physician. I am no doctor. I am certified by the internet. So
WebMD.
WebMD. So take all of this into account, okay? Take all of this into account. Do your own research. However, I have been healthy from it, so I am.
Speaking from your own personal experience.
Speaking from my own personal experience, and everyone that I tell this to have been healthy as well. Okay, so keep that in mind.
Sounds good.
Now, with the coronavirus, as long as it gets in your system, but as long as it doesn't get in your chest, in your head, in your nose, your body can process it. Like if it goes through your body can process it. How you keep it out of those areas? One, you can do the nose dish, what is that, neti pot?
Yeah.
Yes, you can do the neti pot. If you're going out a lot, that just clears up your sinuses. Two is heat. And when I say heat, I mean physical heat, but also heat in your body. So every night I do tea. I put cayenne pepper, I put ginseng, I put honey, I put cinnamon, I even do elderberry, and there's a couple other things. Ginger.
Vinegar? Did you say vinegar?
No vinegar.
Oh, okay. I like apple cider vinegar in my tea. We'll talk about it on another show.
And so I do that every night, and I've been healthy. So it's about things that are preventive, like the teas.
Being proactive,
it's
I love that.
The detox. And then I always do a shot of black seed oil. I feel like that is the go-to for everything. I just do that every day.
She said black seed oil, SEED. If you don't know what that is, just Google it. But yeah, you should definitely check that out.
So that's what I do.
So, okay, so let's rewind a little bit back about when you were talking about the coronavirus getting into your, everything you said sounded more like your sinuses and your lungs. Well, is that because of mucus? Because mucus holds on to things like bacteria and viruses and all that. So,
I'm glad you brought that up. You know why? Because Dr. Sebi, rest in peace, he brought up that the reason diseases exist is because of mucus. And mucus is actually the car, the transporter that moves it around in your body.
And it's like glue. Have you ever seen mucus? It's like glue.
And it's hard to break it down.
Glue holds on to things. And if you have a lot of mucus in your body because you're not detoxing and you're not cleansing, you got that glue just holding on to that nastiness and those toxins and all that gross stuff. So I would say that that makes sense. Like you said, sinuses, that's where all the mucus is, you know. You don't want to get that down in your lungs and not be able to pass things like viruses through your immune system and prevent it from taking over your entire body.
And that's how the heat, so the cayenne pepper, it thins it and makes it drain out of your body. So yes.
Yeah, okay. So, tell me, is there anything else that you want to let people know? Anything inspirational? You know, we're going through a lot right now as a nation, as a black community, as a world, you know. What would you say to people right now? Like, what would be something that you would leave people with?
I would say this. We're in a storm right now. And it is like the perfect storm. I mean, it is, our health is being attacked. We're being attacked politically with what's going on. The Black Lives Matter that like wrenches my whole soul is going on. But what I want people to know is that every time there's a perfect storm going on around you, you just need to be in that storm and be still. Let all of this stuff that's going around you, don't get, and when I say don't get engaged or moved, I'm talking from an emotional state, because if you feel led to protest, by all means, I support you. If you feel led to stand up, say things, make shirts, whatever you feel led to do, do it. But don't let it move you, your spirit. Don't let it move your mental clarity. Like, always find your balance in this storm.
Right.
Anytime a big storm is going on, anytime something big, negative is going on, there's the potential for big positive. So keep your eyes open
Take those
to what your big positive is.
Stay awake. Because the way things look is not always the way that they
going on.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you get to choose how you're impacted by this. So just stand still, stay with God, be blessed, dust off those business plans, all of those ideas that you had. This is the time for it. And it doesn't feel like it, but it is.
So folks, this is Charity Brown.
Thank you.
We want to thank her for joining the Ashley's Fitness Party show today. She gave you a lot of wonderful information. Listen to it over and over again. Make sure, once again, to visit the EOTOmovement.com, where you can join in and be a part of that community movement. Do you have any other social media or anything that you want people to?
Really just EOTO movement.
Okay.
Because this is the time for us to start moving. So.
Yeah. Okay. Amen to that. Before we go, folks, I do want to let you know I'm very excited because my book is finally here. Woo! I am finally a published author. I've been working on this for years, but it takes time, you know. But I do want to let you know the book is called Take the Fear Out of Teaching Fitness Classes and Earn More Money Today. This is literally everything I've learned over 14 years of being in the fitness industry. From the very first day I started classes until now. I'm literally giving you all of my tips, all of my resources. I'm very transparent in this book. I'm not holding anything back. And there is a special part in here for people who are in the fitness industry who have had to switch from in-classroom platform to a virtual platform. I know it's not easy. It sounds like it's so easy, but it's actually not. There's a lot of different things you need to do. Marketing, how to set up the virtual network so that it works for you and so you can get people to join. That's very important. So there's a chapter in here on that. Building your personal training virtual business in the heart of COVID-19. So I want you to go out and get this book. It's on Amazon Kindle for $9.99, and you can pick that up. This is mainly for fitness instructors who are building a new fitness brand or trying to refresh and transition during COVID-19. All right. Other than that, that is the end of our show today. I want to thank the Old Fashioned Health Network for letting us be on their platform, and also please visit AshleysFitnessParty.com where you can find all kinds of different things, classes, events, recipes, tips. I'm on social media, Instagram at Ashley's Fitness Party, also Facebook at Ashley's Fitness Party. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Be blessed. Have a great rest of your Friday, and remember to party.
Bye.
Woo!